Welcome to the fourth part of how to become a full-time trader in the market. In this particular part, I'll be talking about side income when it comes to full-time trading. See, let me tell you one thing, that smart people always have multiple streams of income in their life. Now, whether you're a full-time trader, whether you're a part-time trader, whether you're a student or you have your own business, always focus on developing multiple streams of income. And the importance of this is highlighted in recent times where, those people who had multiple streams of income were more comfortable, especially in the kind of times we all have been through in the last 24 months. And when it comes to, you becoming a full-time trader in the market, multiple streams of income does two main things for you. Number one, it's a great addition to your overall trading capital. The more multiple income streams you have, you can keep on adding that to the trading capital corpus and you can then compound that money. It's nothing but financially more prudent. It's being intelligent when it comes to financial part of your life. And second part it eases off some bit of psychological pressure also. Rather, I would tell you, if you have multiple streams of income, you'll automatically see yourself becoming a good full-time trader over a period of time because you don't have the pressure of generating monthly income as such from the market. Always remember one thing, that stock market, in recent times, people think stock market moves like this, but in reality, stock market somewhat does this. And at times you'll get a vertical drop also. So it's a bit difficult to generate consistent streams of income from, stock market unless and until you're highly experienced. So in the initial part of the years, let's say first 3 to 5 years, if you focus on multiple streams of revenue also, and I am someone who will recommend that till the point you live, always focus on multiple streams of income, because this is the smart way of thinking in life. So let me now address your mindset when it comes to you thinking about side income from the market or any other profession. See, there is no rule that once you become a full-time trader that you have to generate all the income from stock market. This is actually a poor way of thinking, and you'll find many people troll a lot of established traders on Twitter, on YouTube, as to why these people are conducting seminars, webinars, selling, very richly priced courses. That's actually a very illogical way of looking at things. Because when it comes to life, if you look at some of the greatest businessmen also, they all have multiple streams of income. And those people who are full-time traders or maybe part-time traders, full-time artists, and they are selling their courses, they are selling their seminars, webinars, they're taking one-to-one sessions, they understand the importance of side income. They understand the importance of, at times, side income becomes your full-time income also. So be open in life. Don't worry about what others think, especially when you become a full-time trader and you start doing these things. Always think in terms of maximizing revenue. This is the mindset that you need to have. I'll come back to this particular point towards the end of the video. But for now, if you're someone who's always been shy about asking a fee, regarding any service that you provide, don't have that mindset. You need to have a mindset of maximizing revenue, because I'll again repeat one more time. At the end of the day, it is you who has to take care of your family, not the people who are criticizing you. So let them say what they want to say, but your mindset from today has to be of a person who maximizes his revenue on an yearly basis. So let me now explain the steps that you need to undertake in order to plan for side income in your life. See, everything in life takes some time. So if you start investing time from today, in the next couple of years, you'll be making some serious side income in your life. The first step is to always focus on skill development. As human beings, all of us have natural inclination towards something or other in life. Some people are better artists, some people are better teachers, some people are better painters, singers. Just try and develop some skill in your life. If you already have some inclination towards something, start investing at least 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day in order to get better at it. Because later on, when you transition into a full-time trader, you will be using this sort of skill set to build some solid side income in your life. And don't underestimate the importance of side income, because if you're good at something, you can make some serious money in life and then again compound that money using the skills of trading and investing. If you don't have any skill, if you recognize yourself as someone who does not have any skill, then see what is your area of interest. Especially if you're a young person, these days a lot of people are interested in coding. They become good computer coders. Try and develop that skill further. That is your area of interest. Read as many books as possible. Watch as many tutorials as possible. These days, a lot of people give out some awesome free information on internet. Take out some time, plan for it, and then aim towards getting better at whatever interests you. The third step which I feel is the most important one, is find the right reason to take your passion forward. And when I say right reason, focus on building a community, contributing back to a community, and do it with proper ethics. Now, why this is important, I'll tell you. See, internet, if you consider there are overall 100 people on the internet, in a community, you'll probably attract, let's say 20 people. Out of these 20 people, there'll be only 1 to 2 people who truly want to learn and who will then take your community forward. If you look at our community here at Trade with Trend, I have relatively, I think, the least number of subscribers on the internet, but you'll never find me getting bothered about this, because let it be on the open channel, or especially if you come down to our community section, you'll only find those people who are truly interested in learning. And a lot of people are doing really well. They help out each other, they solve each other's queries, and we all move forward together. So if you open any community as such, going ahead, maybe a computer coding community or a artist kind of community, focus on finding the right set of audience. Don't think about revenue just yet, but finding the right set of audience is important, because many people from this community will actually take your community forward. This is the way life works. Focus on right reasons to build a community and ethics, because don't think people are stupid. They will see through you. And a lot of people on the internet already know how to identify fake people, how to identify genuine people. And that is why being ethical and doing things for the right reason is very important. Your growth will be slow, but over a period of time, you will make significant impact in life of others. Now, since I'm discussing about side income, let me just list out some of the side incomes that I have in my life, and just take out a couple of seconds, pause the video, and just read what all I've written here. So my revenue streams are mainly divided into 2 segments. The first part is, of course, from the stock market, and the second part is non-market related income. I'll just explain these things. Now, when it comes to market, income is in the form of trading, investing, dividends. There's something called as liquid Bs also as an instrument where you can park your money. Of course, you can use options selling also to generate income. So when it comes to market, these are the broad revenue streams for me. Now, when it comes to non-market related things, here also you can explore many options when it comes to generating income. The first is, if you especially generate good amount of corpus, you can park some money in fixed deposits, recurring deposits. These are very useful instruments, especially in tough times. They will yield at least a fixed rate of return, which is again very useful. Now, the next form of side income that you can generate, and at times tremendous amount of returns, you can get by investing in businesses of other people. Let's say you are living in a city where there are young entrepreneurs. They need seed investments for their mobile app, for their businesses. Never neglect this option. You'll find so many wonderful opportunities when it comes to investing in other people's business ventures. There is also one particular type of investments that I prefer. If I find exceptional talent in any trader, let's say I come across, I have a huge community here also, and early on also, I was very active in the trading forums. Whenever I came across an exceptional person in terms of trading and investing, I also believe in providing seed capital. What is seed capital? If you find a trader who does not have a lot of capital but has a lot of skill to protect the capital, I'm not worried about profit, because profit is meaningless in the market. A good trader will always make money. But I'm interested in seeing what are the kind of methods a trader has to protect capital. So when you start doing well in life, if you encounter any trader who has good amount of risk management rules, especially in a bear market, and they don't have capital, try and get into a working relationship with them. You can provide them seed capital and you can share the profits. Those kind of details can be worked out. But in our stream of business, investing in other people's business and providing them seed capital so that they can do well and generate a lot of side income for you, this is something you should always look into. Now, when it comes to another stream of side income, even if you start teaching people or you start sharing your knowledge, you open up your channel, you can also have revenue in terms of YouTube channel membership that I have, and also ads, which are mainly through free videos. I'll come to this particular part in detail. I'll show you how I structure my business around this so that you can get some insights into it. When it comes to non-market activities, there is also an option of broker affiliation. People make lakhs and lakhs of rupees through broker affiliations. They'll get you to open account through some brokers and then they'll get commissions for it. This is something I don't believe in and I generally never do this. There is also brand affiliation, which is about promoting a product As of now, I've not done it, but if I find some exceptional product along with time, I need time. I'm a little bit short of time, but if I have time, someday I'll look into this. But broker affiliation is something I generally don't do. It's against my principles, because if I get you to open an account through a broker, then I should also take up responsibility in case something goes wrong in your relationship with that broker. So I don't have time for these things. That's why I don't do it. But this is a huge revenue stream. I mean, YouTubers are making millions of rupees just by getting into this broker affiliation sort of thing. So definitely for my channel, this is a huge revenue loss, but that is fine. In the end, it depends upon what you are comfortable with. For all those who are channel members, please note Momentum Trading Part 4 has been released. Please check the community for the link. And without fail, please check the community section, because I'll be posting a detailed note about market structure and will also be releasing the strongest sectors and stocks list. And all channel members, do not miss out my post in the community section that I write every day about the market and the developing structure. This is where you'll understand how you need to think in terms of building positions and adjusting with the market cycle. So let me now discuss about the product mix. What is product mix here? It is the revenue that I get through YouTube and how I structure my business out here. You can emulate this model if you want to. Let's say you have a YouTube channel, you can follow this. So the first stream of revenue that I get is YouTube ads. Now this is relatively very small kind of revenue. It's only because 99% people just skip ads. They don't worry about contributing back to the channel. That is how the world works. That is fine. So, and if you look at my channel, majority of my videos are free videos. I tend to give out a lot of information for free. So whatever revenue I get, let's say I make 100 rupees a month of YouTube, 10% of that comes from free videos. That is in terms of advertisements. When it comes to revenue streams, that is product mix, you should always have a low cost product and a high cost product. At least in my case, I don't have a high cost product yet. I just have a price volume section membership that costs about $10 a month. And I also have a positional section that I think costs you about $30 a month, roughly $30, $35 a month. So I have very low cost products. And that's mainly because of the kind of contribution I want to make in the society. Most of my content is free, and I always recommend you should just watch my free videos. Those are more than enough. But yes, channel membership is something I won't talk about in the community section, in the comment section. You can just make a post about it. All my community members will give you a feedback of it. It's just that I go into much detail things about structure, especially what has happened this week, how it pans out, why what happened in market was relevant, how you should avoid getting trapped. Those kind of things I explain along with my trades and structures. So when it comes to you, what I would recommend is that you should have a low cost product and a high cost product. See, low cost product is required to meet your day-to-day business expenditures, but high cost product is required to take your business to another level. So I'll be planning a high cost product in 2022, which is a futures trading product, a module. It won't be open for all. I'll be handpicking students out here, maybe 30 students a year. And of course, when it comes to the cost of it, that cost won't be cheap, because futures trading is complicated. It requires a lot of skill, and I'll be teaching that. So that will be between something like $1,500 and $2,000. It's just not going to be cheap. It's not for everyone. It's not for students. It is only for matured kind of traders who are already there in the market. But that is my product mix that I have planned ahead of time. That is what you require to make a business successful in life. And why I'm giving out this to you, because at early stage, you should develop a product mix that has a low cost product and a high cost product. In low cost, in turn, you are giving back to the community. Always have this, because this is a feel good factor kind of product, and it will always help you move forward. A high cost product is something that is required to continue your venture. Never be shy in terms of charging for your skill. This is something I've repeated earlier also. Whether it is something related to art, about music, about teaching someone to draw something, never underestimate or never undersell yourself. Now, before I move to the next slide, give me 1 minute to talk about a very important point regarding your mindset. See, when it comes to a mindset, there are two kinds of mindsets you can develop. Number one is the growth mindset, where every problem in your life you'll see as an opportunity to grow. The second mindset is that of a defeatist. A defeatist mindset would be, I don't have any skill in life. God has not blessed me with anything. Whatever I do, I fail. This is nothing but defeatist mindset. If you have this mindset, then today's video will be very irrelevant to you. It's mainly because to develop skill, to monetize that skill, to grow a community, and then to generate revenue with ethics, this will take time. That is why this video will be very important if you are young, someone between 18 to 24, and also important if you're between 40 to 48, because you have necessary experience, a lot of skill. You can quickly begin monetizing. You'll also have a lot of social skills, communication skills. This will be required. So it will take time, nurture it. If you think my side income has been built overnight, that is not true. It has taken a lot of time, a lot of pain, a lot of effort. So you have to think in terms of having a growth mindset. Don't have a defeatist mindset, because with this you will head nowhere. The one mistake I would ask you not to commit is to give out a lot of information for free. Now, personally, I've never followed this. And of course, this has costed my channel tons and tons of revenue, because on my channel, 90% of information is free. And that information also you can use to easily become a full-time trader and investor. But when it comes to you, if I have to advise you something, I'll tell you that give out limited information for free. And why I'll tell you this, despite of the fact I don't practice this, is because you need to understand human psychology to make money, at least off internet. In this particular case, it's mainly because when it comes to free information, people think, and most of the people think, that free information is useless. Why I'll tell you this? Because I'll give you my example with what I teach here on YouTube, that is on the open channel free videos. You'll find same content that has been copied and sold within courses that cost 50,000-60,000 rupees easily. And people happily go and pay that amount and watch that content. Later on, they come to the channel, and so many times in my videos, you'll find this comment that for this information, they've paid out $1,000, $2,000. Now, why that is happening, it's not the fault of person who's selling that course. It's the fault of people in general, because free information is considered garbage. In fact, if you go to the internet today, I can guarantee you there is nothing out there that you cannot learn for free. The only thing that you require is will, determination, and dedication to go through basic concepts, whether it is trading, investing, or anything, and then applying that in real time, taking feedback from life and correcting those mistakes. But as an entrepreneur myself, as someone who runs businesses, I can tell you one thing, that there are very few people in the world who will respect free knowledge. Most of the people misuse free knowledge. That is how human psychology works, and they don't credit you for that. So this mistake is something you should avoid. Give out free content. That is something I believe in, but revenue wise, that is a very poor decision. I'm telling this because a lot of you have contacted me about opening up YouTube channels. Some of you have Instagram profiles. I'm checking out personally. I see a lot of you giving out free information at a very young stage, very early stage, that is. Don't do that mistake. Understand human psychology, give out free content to the community, but monetize your content. In order to survive a business, grow a business, hire more people, you need revenues. And this will also help you connect with the right kind of people who understand this. And always believe in one thing, that there is no harm in asking for money if you're providing good services. There will be people who will recognize your contribution. There'll be people who also recognize that you need revenue to move forward, and they'll happily come forward and support you. Now, why I've touched upon this free subject here. Now, take for example, any of the video I do. Now, my videos roughly get something like 15 to 25,000 views over 10 days. Look at how many people come down and bother to like the video. Why liking is important? Because that signals the YouTube algorithm that the video is really good. But if you come down to my channel, go through any of my videos, if a video has got 25,000 views, there are only 1,000 people. There are only 1,000, 1,500 people like you who come forward and hit the like button. And there are about 20,000 people who just come, take the knowledge and go away. So that is something, as an entrepreneur, I would definitely advise all you young people out there, and even people who are quitting jobs and getting into businesses. Keep free information limited, deliver quality content, quality education. If you're an artist, teach people with all your heart, but keep a tab always on your revenues, because revenues is something that can propel your dreams forward. It is also something that can kill your dream. So always keep this in mind. Now, before I end this video, let me tell you, today's video in terms of becoming a full-time trader is very important, because the sooner you realize the importance of building side income in your life, the easier your journey will get when it comes to becoming a full-time trader, investor, and gradually you will also start investing in a lot of businesses. That is the transition we make, because when we start buying something in stock market, we also look for opportunities outside the market. That is just human that is how brain functions. So I just hope you understood why I made this video and why it was important to include in this particular section. Now head over to this playlist where I'm already explaining how to become a full-time trader. Do watch all the episodes. It's absolutely necessary. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great weekend ahead. And if you want, kindly consider hitting the like button. Take care and be safe.